and we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Let's go now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got room. Ooh, the juke. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Cut 19, go.
Hooker now on play action. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
41 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ball game.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line.
Throwing. Hooker.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game. Getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10.
At their own 16. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. The Raiders at 8-8 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Now Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
If you look at this Bronco defense,
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Garoppolo looks to throw.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away.
K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
11.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Open man, that's Renfro. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here. And we'll step aside. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Wait.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. A good pickup there at 22.
Here we go. 13.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. He gets this to Davante Adams. Touchdown! Davante Adams with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7. Kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. And that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 29-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6. Here we go, here we go.
Hooker.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Anytime a ball thrown in the middle of the field is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Let's go now.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Hooker.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot, because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Here we go. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Jacobs will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now he's loose at the 40. Javonte Williams.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Albert Okwuegbunam with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters.
They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. Play action, Garoppolo. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams as time expires in the first half. And the Raiders get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Garoppolo now, first down throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. To throw is Garoppolo. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th.
Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Renfro.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Garoppolo now.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
Josh McDaniels going to take a risk here. They will go for it on 4th down.
Garoppolo.
That is caught. And the Raiders Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Adams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
Touchdown, Raiders!
Josh Jacobs
With career touchdown number 60.
And the Raiders have cut it back within a score.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Broncos. Albert O, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here we go.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
21.
Garoppolo's going to change the play. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
One, Omaha. 13.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
Here we go.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Garoppolo looks to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
21. 12. Hey, gun. 11. I got you. Stay hot.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield. They intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. 3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Williams will try again.
158 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Past the 60.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. Williams.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. No hesitation on the decision to go on 4th and goal from the 1, and they punch it in.
And I do believe that field position factors in there, too, because even if they don't get in, you're going to force the other guys to go the full 99 yards. So, to me, a good calculated risk, which actually paid off.
Broncos 36, Raiders 21. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Down.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Mons, and this throw brought in here by Mayer.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Okay, right.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Mond looks to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
He's got the lane, and there he goes.
And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The kick by Marr is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
97.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, it's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On third down, here's Williams. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Ready, ready.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Broncos,
they finished the regular season with another win. They're 15th against just 2 losses.
and now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Raiders,
this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9.
and they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.